Hi, and welcome to the Design to Live channel. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the exercise that we did in the last video. So if you haven't had a chance to do that exercise, why don't you take a few minutes and go back and review that and then come on back. It'll be a lot better for you. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I just want to say hi, welcome, and it's really nice to have you here. My name is Jill Dell. I'm a licensed hypnotherapist in the state of Washington, practice out of the Seattle, Washington area, and we've been doing a 30 for 30 wins challenge through this month and going over different tips, tools, techniques, and ideas that you can use along with support and inspiration for designing a life that you love. The other day we did the 8-ish or so categories so that you could basically bring to your conscious focus different areas of life that are all interrelated and give yourself a self-assessment about those. If you were to take and draw a circle and then make 8 wedges, what this would be is a wheel. And if your wheel is pretty balanced, it'll still roll. But for a lot of people, when they do this assessment, they find out that their wheel is flat or has areas where it would make it very rough if it were a wagon wheel, let's say, or a car wheel. And so this is a good exercise for some self-assessment to see where to actually take action in your life. And the interesting thing is just that once you take action in that area, you're going to start to see the other areas kind of smooth out. It kind of helps. And it's based off of the same thing in coaching, that how you do one thing is how you do everything. So when we're consciously focusing, you can see, what areas need these goals. And hopefully you got to write some of those goals down. What I had asked you to do is then take a look for this week and start planning on how to accomplish those goals over this next month. Now, it may be that you have a really, really large goal and it's going to take several months to get there. That's fine. But I wanted you to kind of find a midpoint goal that takes about a month to get to. And then what I'd like you to do is figure out a couple milestones along the way. So if this goal is a 30-day goal, then putting in some milestones like, okay, by week 1, I should be at this point if I'm going to reach that goal in 30 days. Or working backwards from 30 days, what do I need to accomplish to get this goal? Oh, I'll have to do this. Oh, and before I can do that, I have this dependency to get done. Oh, and before I can even reach that dependency, I have some things that I must put in order here. Right? And you just kind of work it backwards and see what those steps are. It's really similar to project management. As a good project manager knows, you kind of need to look at all of the dependencies for a project. And you also need to build in some time for things that are unexpected. It's a rule in project management that you build in some extra time for that. And I call it, in life, plan for the rain, because it's going to rain, right? So plan for your success, yes, but also have a plan B and C, because sometimes things just get knocked off kilter, right? Unexpected things happen. Hands on your time that you just didn't think about at the moment. So you kind of want to make sure that these goals, not only are they smart, but if something were to go wrong in one of these weeks, go off a little bit, are you still going to be able to make that goal? If not, maybe it's not quite realistic for a 30-day goal. So when we are setting these goals, what we want to look at is really short-term goals that go towards and help support reaching the longer-term goal. So hitting those little milestones along the way. And that means that we have to take some time periodically, and I like to do it once a week, where I can review my progress for the week. it just helps me to keep focused and keep it on top of mind. The principle behind the wheel of life is what a lot of people call it, is that it allows you to kind of see what your overarching values are in all of those 8 categories, and then to make sure that if anything's really out of balance, that you can start putting some goals in place to kind of bring that and fill that wheel out so that you're living the life that you want. I look at it as a good way to kind of bring everything to the forefront so that it doesn't hide in the background, and you can take a look at it and go, okay, all right, what's important about this area to me? And where do I want to see myself in 5 years here? Where do I want to see myself in a year? Well, where do I want to see myself in 6 months? Well, where do I want to see myself in 1 month? And then to work towards doing things that are small little wins over the days and the weeks to get to that goal and reaching that little milestone of the month with that. So I hope that that kind of gives you an idea about how and where we're going with that assessment that we did. It's an invaluable tool for coaching. What I find is that, all of these are, like I said, interrelated. So when you improve in one area, you may see that there's other areas that have to kind of give, because we only have so much energy and so much time every day, and we're working within those constraints. What this does is it really helps us see what might be detracting from us reaching our goals and living the life that we want to. So sometimes what you need to do is cut out things that are not as important. Perhaps it's cutting out some of the negative things that are impacting your health in a poor way, right? What can you do with the resources that you have and where your strengths lie? What in the areas where you're feeling like an 8 and above, what are you doing well in those categories, and how can that relate to these areas where you're at a 3 or a 4? Is there something that can carry on over there? And I'll bet you find that there is. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I just encourage you to remember that while you work on and towards your goals and filling out your wheel of life, you can always have a lot of fun doing it. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please remember to subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.